Hi, everybody. Since we don't have too many Fridays in February, I wanted to make sure that this project go on without me, even though I'm not here today. I'm going to have you guys work on your part of the quote project, which is a school-wide initiative and project that Homestead is doing to celebrate Black History Month. Today, again, even though I'm not here, you guys can move forward without me. So, every Spartan 40 group has been assigned to learn about the historical figure in Black History Month. And I'm very excited that I've been assigned Arthur Ashe. Of course, as a tennis coach and player, I couldn't think of anybody better to talk about, especially when you speak of just uh, athleticism, but also who he was as a person. Arthur Ashe is the only black man ever to win the men's tennis singles title at Wimbledon, the U.S. Open, and Australian Open. Kind of crazy to think about, but actually, he won those, and we haven't had an American man win any of those since 2003. To give you some background, so United States tennis has been down. Arthur Ashe was one of the pioneers. And recently, several women who are Americans have won a Grand Slam in tennis. Before um, uh, we had Venus and Serena Williams dominate, especially Serena, who was inspired by Arthur Ashe. And then Sloane Stevens in 2017, who's also an African American. Hard to imagine that the Williams sisters or Sloane Stevens would be um, where they're at without the accomplishments of Arthur Ashe. So Arthur Ashe has done incredible things, and I think you're going to have a good time learning about him because his life is extremely remarkable. You should have got this note sheet from the sub. If not, make sure that you ask the sub for the note sheet. It'll make this a lot easier. So you're going to team up with a partner, and you're going to use about 15 minutes to learn as much as you can about Arthur Ashe. And you got plenty of time, so no rush. And you can kind of see here that we're going to focus on a few things, and it's outlined pretty nice in your note sheet you got. So birth, date, and place, childhood, education, and military experience, which Arthur Ashe was in the military and got a great career or a great education. His career obviously was a tennis player, but he did a lot of other things, as you'll find out. Why this person is considered historically important, where they are now, or what people think of them today if they have passed. And unfortunately, Arthur Ashe's death is extremely tragic. Then, even though this is tough since I'm not there, I want you to take 10 minutes and just sort of bounce some ideas off of somebody else around you and see what you missed. Maybe you didn't know something that they did, or vice versa. So, one of the major things of this project is to think about a quote that this person had. And so, Arthur Ashe is known for making this important statement. By the way, he's made a lot of statements, but this is the one we're going to focus on. True heroism is remarkable, sober, very undramatic. It is not the urge to surpass all others at whatever cost, but the urge to serve others at whatever cost. Again, I could actually, off the top of my head, do other quotes. I've never heard of this one from Arthur Ashe, but definitely some great quotes from Arthur Ashe. And one of my goals is to someday soon go watch the U.S. Open in New York City at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Step three now, and this will be tough without me there, but feel free to talk for 5 minutes about that quote, because the quote is something that you did not research. I want you to think about that and kind of reflect upon that. And again, after talking it, maybe just kind of think to yourself about what the quote means to you. Whether you heard something profound or thought something profound, write it down on the note sheet and make sure that you keep keep adding to that notes sheet during this process. And step 5 now, we're going to try to think about a few things. So it says, once you put your thoughts on this quote, I want you to put your name on the paper and turn your notes to the sub. And the next time we'll meet, which actually won't be next Friday because you have Friday off, a week from Friday, but we're going to create a slide and think about what this quote says to me. So it could be a picture, a poem, a few sentences, something from a song or movie, an example that supports the quote from history. Really, the possibilities are endless, but we're going to create and submit slide at the end of Spartan 40 next time. And actually, that slide is going to end up being a part of a huge project that's going to be displayed around the school, which is going to be really, really cool. So, all right, thanks for taking the 6 minutes to listen to me, and hopefully this helped you get through the project. I want you to do a really nice job on this, and I wish I was there to talk about Arthur Ashe, as he's always been one of my favorite tennis players, and I look forward to talking about him in the future.